Hello everyone. So something a little different from my channel. I was recently in Slovenia, and whilst on holiday in the north of the country, I was staying at a town called Bovec. And this little town, which I'm zooming in on the map here, has this marvelous airfield called Letalice Bovec. And it is possibly the most beautiful airfield that I have ever seen. I made a couple of videos with my phone. They're in pretty crappy resolution, but we'll have a quick look. So this is just a quick panning shot. You can see the apron area here, some gliders and some of the GA aircraft, and the marvelous hillsides of the valley, which this airfield is in, looking down in the direction the aircraft get airborne. Next up, I've got a shot of Delta Echo Foxtrot Tango Whiskey, which is a Robin DR400 registered in Germany, getting airborne. You'll see him quickly taxi from the apron straight onto runway. He'll make a right turn, and let's listen to him charge away. It's quite cool watching these guys just taxi straight off the apron and away they go, heading down the valley. That machine is a little four-seater. It's a great little machine. Sorry about the wobbling camera. As you can see, I filmed with my phone. The third little shot I got here is of a two-seater. I couldn't quite catch the rego on this machine. I may have a photo of it somewhere else, but it's not visible in this video, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. It's just a bit of a pan up there to show you the hills behind runway 2507. And then he's going to turn right onto 25, and he'll also get airborne. So I also made some photos with my SLR camera while I was at the field. I probably should have used my camera for the videos as well. They would have looked a lot better. Never mind. This is a Pilatus Porter, which is used for skydiving, registered at the airfield. You can see it's got quite a quite a playful livery. Another shot of the same. Here's Papa Echo Juliet, which we saw getting airborne just before. And you can appreciate here that incredible perspex or glass open side to the left and the right of the pilot and co-pilot seat. The visibility out the side of this thing is fantastic. There's Papa Echo Juliet again with the Robin that we also saw get airborne, parked to its right. And some of the hills in the background. One of the other light aircraft based here. Actually, this looks like a Swiss one, which may have flown in. And the valley once again. And here is another Virus with the lovely side open panel. And this one is also Slovenian registered, I believe. So what I thought I would do is load up X-Plane 11 and see if I could fly in/out of its airfield. Unfortunately, the airfield is not actually modeled in this sim. Over in front of my left wing there, you can see the town of Bovec in this beautiful valley here. And the airfield should be between the town and the river. But it's missing. And I suspect in real life it's in about here where these trees are. Now, conveniently, there is this empty grassy area here with what looks like a car park. I'm pretty sure this is not the actual airfield car parking area because I think there's a supermarket around here. Perhaps. I'm pretty sure the airfield should be here. But what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that that's the airfield and that the the 07 goes that way and the 25 comes back the other way. So we're going to basically do a Well, we're not actually going to touch down, but we'll jump in the Cessna here, and we'll do the downwind, and we'll turn left onto sort of a pretend base turn onto the 25 runway, and then we'll just power on and go around. So here we are flying, say, downwind for 25, quite low, and that would be the threshold over there for the 25 approach. Let's just get the aeroplane in a slightly better location. Do a quick flyby view there as we fly down the downwind towards this mountain. Now that valley you can see just up to the left of my nose, there's a road up that valley that goes all the way up over the mountains to Italy, and I drove over that road on the way home back to Germany, and about 10 minutes drive up the valley on the left hand side there's a concrete fort which was, I'm not sure when it was first built. Apparently there's been sort of fortifications there for hundreds of years, but it was most famous for being used during the First World War, and it was either the Austro-Hungarians or the Italians who managed to hold that fort for at least a whole winter against the other army who was trying to use the valley to move between Italy and the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Slovenia being part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire at the time. Let's just put in, should we put a flat notch in? Yeah, we can. And I actually hiked up to the fort. It's on top of a hill. You actually go through a little tunnel as well to get up there on the mountainside. And I made some video up at the fort, so I may just put that at the end of this video as well. So here we are on approach on 25. Well, it's what we're saying would be the 25. I'm probably a little bit fast for flaps, so let's pull the flaps up now, put some power on, and we'll go around. And then this would be basically the climb out on the 25. This is very similar to the climb out those aircraft were doing in the videos I shot when I was actually here. So here we are climbing out with the Socha River next to me. That's a fantastically beautiful river, that one. It actually spills out of a hole in a mountainside. It's really crazy. It's sourced, there's just a hole in the mountainside, and the river just spills right out of it. So there we go. That's takeoff at Bovec. One day, hopefully, someone will model this airfield. Perhaps someone can build it as a scenery add-on. And there we are, flying off on our merry way home to the west. So, as promised, here is some images and video of the fort, which is just up the valley from Bovec. It is called Fort Hermann, and the position was built in the late 19th century, and it served as a defensive position for Austro-Hungarian troops against the Italians. It was shelled very heavily, and you can see how thick the concrete walls are, and the fantastic view down the valley. It sits in a very commanding position high up on the mountainside. There's a second structure down by the road, which is quite a lot more intact, and here's a couple of shots of that as well.